Hey you guys, I'm back working on the camper today. I just got off work and went and picked up some lumber. So I'm gonna show you guys some work that I did a couple days ago. I was bad again and I didn't film it. I will be better from now on though, I promise. So let's go see the work that I did. So I got the roof on, like I said. And then the last video, I purchased some windows, and that same day I went and installed them. That's what I didn't film, which was a mistake. I'm really happy with how they turned out, so that's cool. Yeah. And then I also did some paneling on the inside, which I also should have filmed, and then I kind of shot back in here a bunch too, just to make it a little bit more comfy while I'm working in here. But I got this panel on here, this panel on, this panel's gonna stay. Then I patched that panel that's missing. There's paneling that goes all the way down to the floor, well, the back of the seat. I paneled this side under the window. On the right here, I paneled this side on each side. Yeah, I got a really cool tapestry. I'm not even gonna try to lay it out, but it's like a sky tapestry. So I'm going to try to put it on the ceiling across the whole thing, over the marine carpeting that I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna try to do the whole inside like kind of like how you would do a boat. So a marine grade, like dark gray carpeting. I think that'll make it a tiny bit warmer, a little bit quieter, and just more cozy feeling, because this is tiny, and I want it to be tiny and feel tiny. So anyway, yeah, I got my Blue Eddy in here, which is cool. Yeah, I have tons of work to do still, but this is my next project. I have to conquer these 4 triangles, which won't be too hard. I might just kind of lay them up there and trace them, and then just overextend them like an inch or 3/4 of an inch, so it actually sits on the top of the 2x4. So I do want to put a max air fan in here. I might try to put it under the window here, and then just pull the power bank out a little bit, and maybe make like a little cubby for the max air fan. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that, but I was thinking maybe I could utilize the max air fan as somewhat of a vent for the Blue Eddy as well. We'll see if I end up doing it that way. If not, then I'll just do the max air fan over there and then just step the wall out, so I could still put like shelves there, or a cabinet of some sort. Yeah, and then I got to do flooring. That's going to come in soon. This has got the original 1974 flooring. What I really like about this is that this piece here, so it's kind of a U-shaped sectional. It's actually super cozy, but I'm going to either take these off and wash them, and because they're just zippered on, wash them and put them back and just use them as they are, or I'll replace the foam, or I'll just have them reupholstered with new foam. But I like that this comes off and I can store it. I can store it perfectly in this little cubby right here, this little space between the cabinet and the wall. So if I need that extra 4 or 5 square feet, whatever it might be, of floor space, then I have it. Otherwise, it's just storage down here. And then the kitchen table that originally came with the camper goes in the rest of the spot on a little channel here. So that'll fill the rest, and that's how I make the bed. Hello again. Working on the camper again today. I cleaned the shop out yesterday, which was really satisfying because it was getting pretty dirty. So I shot back the floor and went to the dump today. Kind of organized my scrap wood and made a better cutting area and just a better area to film things too. And I spun the camper around and moved it up front a little bit further. I have this dolly that I made out of some furniture dollies. So anyway, yeah, I started messing with this deal here. These jacks, they all work. They came from a camper that obviously had like sockets to plug into, and I'm not going to do that, so I have to figure out which of these, two of these four wires go to the jacks in the front, so those need to be wired together. And then same on the other side, this needs to be wired to the front one, and then those together need to get wired to where I'm going to keep the battery, which is going to be back in here. So I did the paneling around the door yesterday. I swept in here again and vacuumed. This is all like buttoned up. I need to still do like bird blocking on the outside between each truss, and then I'm gonna do like a spray gap filler type of deal. I got what I'm going to end up using for the wall coverings right in this box here. I got a little TV that I'm gonna put in the camper. It's got like two HDMIs in it. It's nothing fancy, but it's small, and it's kind of perfect for such a small camper. So I'm gonna show you what I got for what I'm going to cover the walls in. It's essentially speaker box carpeting, but people call it different things. I'm going to and then I got some spray adhesive too. I got some CRC spray adhesive. I got 2 cans of that, so I figured that would at least get me started. I don't have enough. I got 4 bags of the wall covering, the stuff that I'm going to use just to get it started. And I'm hoping that this material does what I want it to do, as far as like looks wise and kind of concealing screw heads, because I didn't want to use brad nails. I'd rather have just used screws like I did, and just imperfections like little holes and gouges and seams and all that too. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna cover the walls in, and I think that it'll end up looking pretty good. I'm hoping so. We'll see. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to do today. So yesterday I was closing the door after I spun it around, and I had a problem with it's like 1/4-inch plywood, this paneling here, and then the outside is like a thin aluminum. And the plywood keeps popping out of this groove that's behind the door, or behind the trim piece, or frame rather, and it just keeps popping out and it won't stay. And because it pops out, this moves out, and then it doesn't allow my door to shut. So now I'm faced with having to rebuild the entire door or figure out what I'm going to be able to do. I was kind of thinking about removing this plywood, or this 1/4-inch plywood altogether, and just replacing it with a new piece, which I have a full sheet right here. But yeah, I don't really know what I want to do with that. I would keep the window. I need to do a new doorknob and everything. The alternative, I suppose, would just be to replace the door altogether, but then I lose the ready-made frame and the positive stop. I don't know what you would call this, but what it stops up against. And I don't know, it just kind of sets me back. It just sets me back a lot, I feel like, on progress that I have made, and I don't know, I'm just kind of wanting to get moved along. I still have to do the roof. I still have to paint the whole thing. So yeah, my plans today are to just do as much as I can, really. I'm going to, yeah, I think I will do a little bit of the carpeting and see how it looks. And just kind of, I guess, get a feel for it. Maybe just do one wall, and that'll help me determine, I guess, what the next steps are going to be for the interior. All right, I'm going to get to it.